Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about Descript, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you transcribe a podcast in your Descript account? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to transcribe a podcast in Descript anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're running an online business doing podcasts, you know that you can transcribe those podcasts and turn them into a blog post or even a newsletter. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your Descript application. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my Descript, and this is the project screen. Now, in order to transcribe a podcast, it's pretty easy. All you're going to do is click on New Project here on the top right. Once you do that, you'll see a drop-down menu, and for a podcast, you want to click on Audio Project. Now, if you have recorded your podcast on video, you can go ahead and use a video. It's basically the same thing, but for today, I'm going to add an audio podcast. Okay, once you do that, you're going to get the upload screen. So you can go ahead and just drop the file right here, or you can click right here and search for the podcast audio, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, I grabbed the file. You can see it automatically starts transcribing in Descript for your podcast. So depending on the file size, it runs by pretty quick. This is only a minute 43. If it's a larger file, it's going to take longer, especially if it's video. Okay, about 15 seconds later, you can see the transcription pops up. So we can see the entire transcription of this podcast. Now, one tip I want to let you know is if you're going to be transcribing your podcast in Descript and you made a mistake as you're recording by yourself or with your co-host, what I would recommend doing is when you make a mistake, make sure to say some sort of a keyword. So the keyword could be chicken, it could be lawn, whatever word you want it to be. And that way, when you're transcribing in Descript, you can actually skip right to that word. So for example, let's see here. So you can see a word right here, drop down. So if my keyword were drop down, that means I need to delete this section. So all I would do is I would go ahead and click on Command F, and then I would type in drop down. And as you can see, it automatically highlights that section. So if I were recording my podcast and I made a mistake, I would say drop down. That way later on, before I transcribe it, I can know that I need to come in here and delete this sentence. And we can just delete it right here. We just highlight everything in blue that we want to delete. Okay, now it's in blue and you just delete. So now that portion was easily removed from my transcription. And that's just a lot easier than having to search through and read through the entire transcription to delete sections. Okay, now in order to transcribe this podcast, you're going to click on Export here on the top right. Once you click on Export, you want to click here on Transcript. Once you click on Transcript, you want to go ahead and choose the format. I usually do .txt, and then you can go ahead and choose these options. Include composition name, include speaker labels. That's really up to you. I usually turn all that off. Now, in order to get your transcription, you have two options. You can go ahead and copy it to your clipboard. Now it's copied to my clipboard. I can go ahead and paste it into my website if I want to, or I can go ahead and export it right here. Okay, I just exported a .txt file. Let me go ahead and open it up. Okay, so here is the .txt transcript of my podcast. So you can see it's written out, and now I can go ahead and just copy and paste whatever section that I need. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to transcribe your podcast in Descript, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.